Hello, I'm Zahra. At the end of my day, I feel exhausted but still tense, like I've been walking on a tightrope all day. There is a weight on my shoulders and a knot in my stomach. Each time I quiet my mind, something new bubbles to the surface. Tonight, I'm going to use all of my favorite relaxation techniques to shift down and drop into a deep calm and inner quiet. I would love for you to join me. Let's melt away the troubles that are clinging to us and ease into a peaceful, restorative sleep. We'll take a moment to be grateful for this time that we get to take just for ourselves and for the safe place we have to rest. Find your favorite sleep position. Make sure you have your blankets and pillows arranged just how you like them. Let's take a few deep breaths together. For me, I have an inner voice that almost never stops. Sometimes to quiet my inner voice, I will think the word in and say it to myself very slowly so that the word covers my entire in-breath and then out as I breathe out. This occupies my inner voice and keeps it busy while I sink into the first level of relaxation. Try this out and see if it helps you. For a few breaths, when you reach the fullest part of your in-breath, hold your breath for a few counts and then let out an audible sigh. Loosen control of your breath and let it take care of itself. With your eyes closed, see any patterns of light or shadow that exist in your visual field. Notice that it does not seem like the eyelids are an impenetrable curtain. Your eyes do not stop seeing just because they are closed. If you look into the darkness, there is depth and subtle scintillation, and a stream of visual information even in the dark. Look far into the distance and try to find the horizon. If you see an indication of one, or if there is none, it doesn't matter. Searching is more important than finding. Move on to relaxing your gaze and taking in a wider visual field. Include the periphery of your vision within your attention as much as possible. Keeping your visual field wide open and relaxed, let's return to the breath for a few cycles. Your body will intuitively know what depth and length and speed of breath and whether to hold for a moment at the top. I'll use the in-out mantra again, since my thoughts are still wandering. We'll use these breaths to shift down once more and transition a little deeper toward release. Let's do a tense and release technique to really get into our muscles and wring out the tension. On in-breaths, we'll flex or extend, tightening and energizing the muscles. If trying to remember what motion is flexing and what is extending is effortful, don't worry about it. Just use one group of muscles to move in one direction and then the other on the next breath. On the out-breath, we'll release all the energy, like a wave rolling out, as the breath sweeps away the tension. If you don't have the energy for tensing, and you prefer to just breathe into the muscles, and then release them, that's wonderful too. We'll start at the toes. Flex on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend your toes on the next in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Ankles. Flex on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. At the knees, gently flex on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. At the hips, you can make movements small. Flex on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend by squeezing the glutes on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Next, tense your abdominals on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Arch your lower back on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Now curve your upper spine and shoulders forward and in. Relax and release. Gently arch your upper back and pull your shoulder blades together. Melt and dissolve. With your hands, make fists on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Stretch the hands open on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Flex your wrists on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Flex your elbows on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Extend on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Move your chin toward your chest on the in-breath, and then relax and release. Now tip your head back on the in-breath, and then melt and dissolve. Clench your jaw gently. Relax and release. Yawn. Melt and dissolve. Squinch up your eyes. Relax and release. Furrow your brow. Melt and dissolve. For another downshift, if you need it, tense and engage your body, and curl toward a fetal position. With a big sigh, release. Relax deeply. Become heavy and sink down. And continue to melt and dissolve. If you need a little more time and need somewhere for your mind to rest, stay with your breath. Name the ins and outs if that helps you. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. I'll be here whenever you need help relaxing. For now, good night.